Okay, we're gonna go back to the YouTube. Chat. Okay. Hi. Now we go to the Facebook. Test 1 2 mic check. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 mic check. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 mic check. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 mic check. Testing 1 2. Test 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 1 2 mic check. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 mic check. Testing 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 1 2. Test 1 2 mic check. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 mic check. Testing 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 1 2. Test 1 2 mic check. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 mic check. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 mic check. Testing 1 2. Test 1 2 mic check. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 mic check. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 mic check. Test 1 2. Whoa. Test 1 2 mic check. Test 1 2. 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 Test 1 2. Test 1 2. No, check. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 mic check. Test 1 2. Test 1 2 mic check. Test 1 2. Shoot, where's that? Let's see here. Test 1 2 mic check. Test 1 2. 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 Shoot.
How many 20s? It says 6 through 20s.
Okay. See how this looks. Okay, let's transition to the camera. There we go. Oh, meh. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi. Let's see where that voice is coming from. For so long, and this night I pray. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. 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 For our love. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow, memory's at 83%. Mm-hmm. I hear myself here. Okay. Don't know.
We should be playing. 20 minutes? It says.
All right, let's see. We're checking the.
Then we figure out who's delicious, and that will be the winner. Are we found out? I got 8 with both sides.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She got 4. What did you get? I got 8. I got 8. Yeah, at 8. Yes, you got 8. I got 11. You gotta get it strong.
Okay, let's see what else we could look into.
11.
Unless we can. Let's see, we can fight somebody here. Tan 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 tan. Tan 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 tan. Dun, 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 dun. Hi. Okay, so we have Facebook Live now. I'm trying to see if we can invite people here. See if anyone is available. Mm, just like prime real estate for people to say hi. Some show up.
1, 2, 3. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I got 8.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mommy, what's this?
Mm-mm.
I got Connecticut Avenue.
Mm-mm.
Did you want to find it?
Mm-mm.
The dog.
Hey, Gage, thanks for liking my post.
Hello,
Thanks for liking my post, Gage. I see the like. Appreciate it. Okie dokie. Let's see what else we can look at. That's posting there, making sure the like is here. Do we need to like it?
Oopsie. Put it in the phone.
Oh, wrong like. So let's just go here.
You want to buy the electric company for 150? You have been elected chairman. Here, for you. Here, you.
Currently streaming to Facebook and YouTube.
6. Wait, do I get the whole thing? Oh no, that's his deal.
Oh, no, you do have that, but you want
What happened?
to do roll again because you got doubles.
6.
The time is now 3:36, 20 seconds. It is now Tuesday, April 9th, and with the time is 9:19 into this broadcast. We're just waiting for a few guests to come into the live and just waiting for message to come out.
Have you want to find a whale glow?
You want the choo-choo train? You want to buy it, yes or no?
Let's see here.
No, you don't need to buy it. You don't
Let
need to
us see.
No,
Okay, let's do this actually. Let's reshare the Facebook Live to another group.
I did it again.
Go.
I keep on thinking of the dog because I usually pick the dog, but I'm quiet.
Facebook.
This hat's going onto the man's head. Mom, I'm in jail.
Shared it to another group. Just waiting for someone to show up, but no one's gonna show up. Anyhow, I'm just doing some Facebook and YouTube live testing. Just can be done. Thanks. Just showing how it can be done. Just showing how it can be done. Cannot give them my company secrets. Na, 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 na.
Go, gotta go. Go, gotta go. Put it in here.
Go.
Wow, we got some. Let's see what your transfer says. It says, take a walk on the boardwalk at Advanced Trumpet Boardwalk. So, all the way over here. Right.
Where is that sharing? Everybody wants to stream to both YouTube and Facebook.
You have to roll doubles. 3 times and then roll doubles.
Test 1 2 mic check. Testing 1 2 1 2 mic check.
I got doubles. 2.
I don't know how much your card is though.
I got doubles again. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, give me $600. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pay 10% of your Alright, so I roll again. Hopefully not doubles again. I roll again doubles even if I got doubles again. 10. Wait, got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, did you go to Twitch too? Nah. Okay, I guess gotta do something in like 22 minutes. So we are now at 22 minutes past the hour. It is 3:14 Pacific, April 9th, 2019, Tuesday, using StreamYard. Let's do some cool little pet tricks. No, I'm just kidding. No. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna add a third location while we're using Facebook and YouTube. We're gonna go into our third-party application. In this case, it could be some other app, but let's go to a third location. Yes, here we go. And then change the banner around to say now adding third location, Twitch. Okay, there we go. A third location called Twitch, and then we're actually just gonna go to our third party thingy. Bam.
Go directly to jail.
Just double check on Twitch to make sure it's live. Just see if it's actually going out there. Slowly connecting. It is now connected, or at least should connect. So the signal is trying to reach Twitch. And we are on Twitch live. So now StreamYard. 3 locations. Now 3 locations. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. And there you go. And to show the third location, of course, we're going to just highlight the where is the
I'm buying that one. How much is it?
200.
okay, we are now streaming to not just 1, not just 2, but 3 locations. Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Aren't we having fun? Yes, we are. That was kind of easy to add a third location as long as the third-party app is accepting the third thing. So, just making sure. Whoops, the audio's on. Just make sure. Where's my mouse? Testing the closed caption features on Twitch. Let's see if this works. Hello, this is. Hi, 1 2 3 4. I guess it doesn't work. This one doesn't work yet. I gotta figure out why the closed captions isn't working on Twitch. It's okay. We'll check it out. So things we can do on while we're on here. We can add other things like maybe text to speech software. Just gonna check the. We're at 86%. Add a text to speech. What did we want? What did we want to do?
You're assistant for street repairs.
You want some on yours?
I wonder if we can go to Periscope. Nah, that's just pushing it. That's just pushing it. Can Periscope be added?
You don't want it?
Periscope be added? Yeah, it can be added. Look at that. I can add Periscope. But I want to add Periscope.
You are assessed for street repairs. $40 per house, $150 per shop. Don't worry about it. You have no property.
All right.
But you don't have no houses. If you have houses, it's
Memory is now at 80%, 35% CPU. The time is 3:45 p.m. Date is April 9th, 2019, Tuesday. We are now streaming to 3 locations. Things we could do while we're on here. We can actually add text to speech. Yes, we can. Text to speech. Here we go. Or speech to text. Sorry, speech to text. So what we're gonna do is move this here and hi, welcome. Without Restream.io. Did you see the link? Did you come into the studio with me? Come on board, talk about it, and keep company secrets. Shh. And here we go. Let's see if you are in the studio stream log. Come into the site. Yes. Yes, we are going to 3 locations. We are going to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Only issue is we don't get the integrated chat coming in, but you know that's the only flaw with the method I'm doing. But we can always watch the chat on each channel. That's the only drawback. But yeah, come on into the yard. You've got the link, and we're gonna have some fun here. Yeah, fun times on the yard. I may have to change my broadcast channel on YouTube because it says test streaming for church stuff, which is wrong. So I'll change that later. But what we can do is every time we go live at 3 locations. People are just want to do just Facebook and YouTube, but no, let's push it even further. Let's get a 4th location in here. That's even cooler. 4th. But might need to do a little tinkering on my part to get a 4th or 5th location. But the only other location we can go live to is Periscope, which is it's pretty easy once you know what you're doing to go live to Periscope. And then this is just a matter of monitoring the chat on platforms. But let's see if there's any comments on Facebook. No comments on Facebook. Nope. We're going live. Yes. Oh, gotta reduce some bandwidth here, so I'm gonna turn off this one app called Discord that we can close. There we go. So we are live, 3 locations again: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We are using StreamYard, and I represent a cool little community. Where's that finger called Tech and Coffee? We can find Tech and Coffee at the following website, and let's see, it's Tech and Coffee .info. Yes, friends. I represent a community called techandcoffee.info. Please be sure to visit their site and have fun and talk about tech. And here we come. Thank you. Come on board. Welcome to the yard. Thank you for visiting the yard, and you are our seller streamer. What would you like to sell today?
Well, I want to sell you a pop-out chat on YouTube
Oh,
that
you
you
can.
can put on your overlay and as a transparency
Oh, I
on
can.
your OBS, on your
I can
virtual
do that.
camera. You
Well,
can.
let me see if I can do that. That's a good idea.
So if you'd like for me to send you the CSS,
Oh,
I
it's
can
in
send
this.
it to you. I don't know if it's more than 2,000 characters long.
Can you send it as a file in Messenger?
I don't think I can,
Can you sell a file on Amazon?
but I'll I'm just trying to think. I can maybe send it to you in bits and pieces over at Discord because that gives us
I'm
2,000 characters.
actually there is this one site. Let me do another social
Okay,
channel
what you
here.
want to see about transparency, CSS transparency for chat, and then you'll get the code.
Here's a cool site that you would love to learn about. It's called GitHub.com, and it's usually for developers. And I know you are a social seller for developers. You can actually put code there, make it a private or public repository, and then you can share your code that way. Only issue is it's not a sell, it's more public. So I'm not sure how you would.
And you know, I only want to come on if I know that I can sell something.
Yes. So we are going live to 3 locations later and using the
Yeah, that's
StreamYard.
really neat.
So see, you can sell these CSS, but the delivery method is a little because
Clumsy.
if it's code one way, of course, like I said, you can use GitHub to deliver the code, and then once this is what you can do. You create a GitHub account. It doesn't have to be a repository. You can make it what's called a gist, a public gist. Oh wait, let me write that in there. So it's GitHub. Whoops. Just so I'm just showing you how you can sell code. Sell code instead of journals. Anyhow, it's called a public gist. Let me just type it in so that you know what I'm talking about. Public gist. There you go. And when you create a GitHub account, you can sell your code on a public gist account and then share it. Once you get the initial payment, then you can share the gist link. And then once you confirm that the buyer has gotten the code and has it working, then you can remove the gist so the code doesn't stay out there in the wild. How's that? It's selling code. I'm not quite sure how to sell the code in just GitHub. Usually the GitHub means it's a public kind of entity. So I'm not sure about the legalities of selling your code, or is it someone else's code? So I'm kind of have to look into that. So
Okay, so let's see if you can pop out the chat and get that serving on your OBS.
sure. So let me just hide.
That way you can.
Hide
You
this.
would have at least one chat.
One chat. We just need one chat.
Right, that's really all that you need.
Okay. Well, what I could do is I have a screen share window prepared. You may see some mirroring occurring.
Okay, that's fine.
But we are able to at least see the chat. Let's see here. At least one chat. This one.
But if you pick the 3 ellipses and you pop out the chat, here, I'm going to do it for you right now. And then I'm going to give you the URL for your chat. I'll send it over to your Facebook. Okay?
Okay.
That is the URL for your pop-out chat.
Okay.
You are going to add that in your OBS.
I see. Okay, I understand now.
You're going to add that to your OBS as a browser source.
But the thing is, this chat changes every YouTube link.
Well, what's crazy is that sometimes it doesn't. It sort of depends. It does have a timer, like the frequency of people that come back, and then it will renew. But I've been able to keep the same URL for chat for days on end. I think it has something to do with how long you're on, the frequency, but my chat has been able to be populated on OBS for days at a
Okay.
time.
So what we could do is we're gonna transition to this window, more of a stationary picture of myself, and add the chat to the moving image of myself. So we do
Okay.
browser source.
Yep.
We call it YouTube chat.
Yep. And then I'll send you the CSS. You know, you see right below your OBS window, it'll say CSS.
Oh yes,
Okay, so that's the default. That's how OBS will deliver the chat to you. But we can write another CSS that is a transparent CSS, and that way it's a transparent instead of a block of white.
What's a good size? Its width is 800. I'm gonna make it 400. Would be a good width because it kind of takes up half of my space. And
yeah, it would be cool if this is something about StreamYard adding on that kind of that secondary source so that we can populate for chat.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make the chat wait, I can make it smaller.
Oh yeah, you can make it smaller. Yeah.
It will cover some of my
It's okay.
That's okay, as long as we see the chat. There we
go. That's right, because what you're trying to do is showcase that there's another chat. Like if you want to chat with me, jump on over to YouTube. So for example,
okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
You're broadcasting to 3 locations, but you're centralizing your chat. I mean, obviously it would be better if you had an IRC chat or something like that really you totally own, but having a YouTube chat, pretty powerful.
So you have a CSS overlay.
I do, right. There is, in fact, you can search for transparent CSS for chat, something like that. If you can't find it, then I'll go into my OBS and grab it.
One way you could do it, instead of doing the CSS transparency, you could also select the Chrome. I say Clock browser. It's not it. The YouTube chat. Let me transition here. You can actually add a filter as well. You don't necessarily have to add the transparency.
Oh, sure. It can be delivered any way you want it to be.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I were to do a chroma key, I believe, and then I would just tell it, give me the opacity of maybe 75. So the chat will then look like it's a little bit of a kind of
an attribute.
Attribute, yes.
Because so right now it's a asset that is distracting. So okay, well let's see what happens when you do that.
There you go. There's the chat that.
Right. Without doing the CSS. Right. So this way, let's say you're going to 3 locations. But what you're trying to do is really get people to engage with your YouTube chat, because you can refer back to your chat, which is what a lot of the broadcasters do. They're constantly going back to their chat, and now you don't really have to be concerned that you're missing out on something because you're going to 3 locations.
And here's let's see, the YouTube chat is the one that's kind of in here.
Well, we can add bots. We can add Nightbot to your chat on,
right,
which we can't do on Periscope, and we certainly can't do it on Facebook.
We have a new chat person in Facebook. Welcome, Jared. Thank you for stopping in.
Hey, Jared.
Jared, I met through one of the Twitch groups, and he is a very, very entertaining Twitcher.
I see.
But,
all right. Well, he's got to wait for a couple months before I go in there to see how entertaining he is.
Yes.
But this is just a concept for you, Alfredo, because it shows that you're still engaged with a chat, with a running chat. Right. And I would add a Nightbot. On your YouTube.
Yes. I think I have one. I just haven't coded any other messages that would flash across it. Just double check Twitch.
I mean, I would do your hire me. I would, I would fill it with.
We got people in the Twitch chat too, as well. Rose Bundy and Lauren Snow. So there are people.
Oh, Larry's around.
Yes.
Hey, Larry. Well, let's see if this works. Hey, Larry, Alfredo's chat is open on YouTube.
I can give you my YouTube link, Larry, so that you could. Thanks again for saying yo, Jared. Let me see. Where's my YouTube?
Because it's the only pop out. Because Twitch doesn't pop out.
Twitch can pop out actually.
Oh, let's do Twitch then. Put Twitch on the left side.
Okay.
Let's see if this is going to get too jumbled up with your
Sure.
aesthetic.
Oh, I see what we're doing.
Yeah.
So we need chat here.
Need the Twitch pop out and the transparency. And I want you to go over that transparency because I kind of like that on the OBS.
It's a filter in OBS.
Oh, filter. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Excellent.
Okay, Twitch browser chat. Okay, I have a. Oops. I'm gonna transition here. Add the Twitch browser chat.
No.
Where's the Twitch browser chat?
I got doubles.
And I think if you're going to use the StreamYard branding colors,
Oh, of course.
maybe because you're doing your crawler, right?
Right.
Let's see
Oh,
here.
this is
I got doubles. You want to buy it? One.
actually this could work. Hold on.
Okay.
Hi there. It's actually using a Streamlab widget for my chat for the Twitch chat. So
Ooh.
if I were to transition back to this scene, we have both the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat. So the Twitch chat is to my left,
Okay.
and the and the YouTube chat is to my right.
So let's see if we can. I would minimize your date stamp because
okay.
we really don't need to see the upper portion of the date stamp.
Okay.
So maybe move it all the way up, and so all you're
All
seeing
the
is the
way
actual
up.
timer.
Okay. Let me see.
Because that other stuff, we don't need to know where the timer came from. We really don't. Like, we don't even need to know exactly what the date is, maybe. I don't know, Alfredo. Because the date is wrong, right? The date
No,
is...
the day is correct.
Oh, for the month. Oh,
month,
Tuesday.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but not the day.
The day is correct too.
Where's the day on that darn thing?
It's really tiny there. It's
Oh,
there.
yeah. So it is silly.
Yeah.
But people shouldn't have to work that hard. If you want to have a countdown timer, then just push it up into the far corner, the left corner.
So the Twitch chat is available, and I did lose the comments that were left by Larry Snow and Rose Bunny when I changed to a different chat, but
okay.
I did want to welcome them. Thanks for stopping in. But there's my chat from the Twitch. So
Okay, I don't see it yet though.
Oh, it pops up to the lower left corner, and it's using it's using Streamlabs Twitch. Sorry, it's using Streamlabs chat widgets.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's using its chat widget. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And
the Facebook
YouTube
chat
YouTube does not have a chat widget.
I have to look into it, but usually I don't see any YouTube chat widgets that I've seen before. So.
Well, that looks pretty good. So what you want to do is kind of keep your chats together. So move your YouTube chat over underneath your timer.
Okay, I could do that.
Yeah.
Transition.
Let's see what happens there.
We're now working on aesthetics. We got the chat.
Well, yeah, you have to. Yep.
Okay, so the thing is that the YouTube chat will be there, but if the chat becomes really active on Twitch, it'll start over. But
it doesn't matter. All you're doing is letting people know that you have active chats.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's really not so much about reading, because people that are reading the chats, a lot of times the broadcasters make them like a prominent feature of their broadcast. I mean, where it's like literally half of their broadcast is the chat.
Cool.
And then do the overlay where it's underneath your crawler.
The overlay on the crawler? What did you
yeah, your crawler would be overlaid on your chat.
Oh, overlaid on the chat. Okay,
so it'd be the prominent position.
Okay, so it has to be. Wait, I gotta get this.
You should just be able to move your crawler to the very first position
This has to be above the
on your
YouTube chart. There you go.
scene.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Switch back over to your camera view.
Yep.
Because you're on your avatar right now.
But see, the thing is, if I do the close-up view, they don't see the chat. But I would have to do the more wider shot to get the chat going. Adding chat to your overlay. So just an overview, streaming seller. We did start off first with Facebook and YouTube testing because people were curious, how do we go to Facebook Live and YouTube Live at the same time?
Tell us.
Well, apparently we need to know some third-party service, and the more popular service that everyone seems to be using is called Restream.io. And once you get a paid account there, you can actually stream to both YouTube and Facebook. But here I took it a step further. What if we wanted to add a third location? In this example, I used Twitch as my third location. You can add Periscope if you wanted to, if the third-party service like Restream.io allows for it.
So you're using a third-party solution.
Yes.
Okay.
I got a chat coming in on Twitch. Let me
all right.
just read.
See, I thought that you had figured out how to do multiple RTMP destinations on StreamYard. That's what I thought you had done.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, you got something.
Welcome,
it's a Bible verse.
Well, we did also get Glowhail saying hello in my chat. It's just got pushed up into the white part of the.
Don't worry about all that,
yeah,
Alfredo.
yeah.
Don't worry about all that.
So I'm gonna do the summary again. The third location is Twitch in this example, but Periscope can be another example that you can go to with the RTMP location. But again, that's just yes, Bible verse in chats. Yes, Bible verse in chats show up. Thank you for letting me know, Glowhail. Thanks for stopping in. So the other thing is now that we have three locations, we go to we're using StreamYard as the encoder. The is that right? Yeah, StreamYard as the encoder, and sorry for the and then let's see. So StreamYard is the encoder, and it goes to three locations using the third-party service. So it goes to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Right. The insignia here is for a online group that I'm part of. They call themselves Tech and Coffee, where we talk about, again, tech and coffee. And this is the info about their site. Now, I thought you were going to sell the CSS, which you could do using another code service called GitHub. We just got to make sure that it is the code. It is the code that you use. It is written in. You wrote it, so you just got to be sure to.
I have to make sure that I make something that is proprietary.
Right.
And right now, of course, I use a hybrid. It's something that was offered to me. It was never suggested that the person that gave it to me wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I've been tinkering with it, the colors and different font sizes and the delivery. But in a way, a CSS, this is a difficult thing, is a CSS proprietary?
CSS is what it stands for is a cascading style sheets, and it's used to you can modify how HTML coding is presented on a web browser. So just for those folks to know that what the CSS overlay that social sellers
powerful.
Yes. So you can share code using what's called an example of a GitHub public gist, GIST. So you can show your sample code to people who have coded in GSS or some other language. And we do have Shannon Griffin showing up on Facebook.
Excellent.
Welcome. Would you like to join the StreamYard? Shannon Griffin is one of the members of Work in Focus. And what I do when she's live, I come visit her streams. But
cool.
Shannon, would you like to jump into the broadcast? We are streaming to three locations. And we are streaming to three locations. It's Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube.
And you've got your chat widget from Twitch and
At
your chat pop-out from YouTube.
YouTube, yes. And Shannon is thanking me for the info about maybe did I share about? Oh, she said she can get in real quick. Okay, so that's very good.
Okay, cool. So put a timer on, you know, to
Yes.
respect her time and everything.
Yes. So I'm going
This
to.
is exciting.
Yes, we have guests coming into
Yay!
my.
See?
All right. Yes,
You're not
people
just a
can come.
broadcaster of one, right?
Yes, people can come play in my yard, my stream yard.
Well, I
that
think
is.
multi-channel distribution might be the thing for you.
I see.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. So we did send the link to our our guest from Facebook, Shannon Griffin. Like I said, what she does is she broadcasts her um, what she sells. I think it's better that she kind of explains what she does, because I just go in there to support her and remind her to just do things. And here she is. We're gonna pull you up and welcome Shannon.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Shannon.
Hi.
Hi.
So explain us what you do on your stream yards when you go live.
Well, as AKA known as the yard, what I do on StreamYard is we do a lot of promotion, talking about either T-shirts, or I talk about a program, an event that I'm doing called Survive and Thrive, to help those who are cancer survivors get their life back and thrive. We ready? Okay, I am ready. So I have to go. I thank you guys for letting me pop
Aw.
in with you guys. And so
Okay.
I'm trying to get my taxes done.
All right. Well, you're a blessing.
Thank you for stopping in, Shannon.
Thank you, Alfredo. See
All
you
right.
guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And wait. We gotta get back here. So we have drive.
Hi.
We have flyby streamers coming in to say
That's
hello.
right. We got a quack to
We
come
got a
on
quack.
to waddle in. That's so cool.
Yes, that is cool.
That's a good thing.
We are reaching the 53-hour mark of the stream. Did you want to continue to explore other social selling aspects?
Well, social selling, I think, is something that I could probably learn a lot over the next year. And about best practices, about how far you can push it, about boosting posts over Facebook. But it's a lot of it is presentation, from what I can see. You know, if people want to shop with you, they're going to shop with you. And so I'm just very curious to see whether or not, like you're doing multiple destinations, is this the way that you do proper social selling, where you're not reliant at all on one particular platform to share your wares? So I've just been looking at social selling for such a long time, and there's so much about it that I don't approve of, especially this whole idea of opt-in, that basically you're only talking to me so that you can be opted in through an email list. For me, I don't really want your email list. I want you to go to Amazon and get cozy over there because it seems to be the better social, it's a better social relationship for me. Today we heard a lot about people that can do social selling that have been amassing email lists. We heard about 2 people that basically are collectors of people's handles online. And I just don't want to be that sort of a person. I don't want to be known as the list girl. It doesn't suit me. So I think that the idea of social selling probably requires a lot of different attitudes towards the relationship that you want to have with your buyer. I think it really comes after today's lesson and going through it, and the fact that we heard what we heard today about who's out there collecting information. it probably really all comes down to whether or not people like me enough to buy the journals. Because clearly no one needs to like Amazon. People aren't, oh, don't you like Amazon? You know, it's not like
I
that at all.
I do like Amazon, and I do want to share the my StreamYard Live of the link there.
Oh, gorgeous.
I did put it in the chat on YouTube. I don't think it's storable in the chat on Twitch and in
Oh,
Twitch
well,
and
thank you very
YouTube.
much, Alfredo.
This actually is in the Facebook chat. So the thing with the multicasting to other locations is I don't have the chat coming into StreamYard. That's the only kind of downside of doing it this
So,
way. Right.
oh, right. That it's just not native to the experience. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I haven't tested the Restream.io integration that StreamYard has been saying that works, but I've stuck to my method of multicasting, and it still does the job. But I just wanted to share that this is
Well,
the
that's
social
really
seller,
cool. Yeah, yeah.
and this is the link to the
This is
Amazon.
one of our products on Amazon called My StreamYard Life, and it was a journal that was created and approved by the StreamYard founders, and we published it on Amazon. And this will be one of many journals that will be posted. I mean, we have many journals now, but when you're a social seller, you have to rely on a lot of numbers. So My StreamYard Life is a top seller of ours. We have like 4 top sellers that have been really shocking. One is called My Cheese Life, which we never thought, My Cheese Life, which we never thought would be of interest to anyone, but people in the UK seem to really like My Cheese Life. And then another journal that we did for people that kind of follow the Kim Kardashian aesthetic, it's called My Wabi Sabi Life. And that has ended up being a top seller. And we're on the fence right now as to whether or not we want to do a Rest in Peace journal for Nipsey Hussle. So I worked on some covers today as to what that would really look and feel like, and if that's the right thing to do. So once again, social selling involves, you know, a lot of things that you have to think about, have to consider, because it's very easy to create the journals on Amazon, but is it my right to do everything? You know, you can do everything, but should you do everything?
Right.
Yeah. So those are the things we're working on, and I'm going through these modules over at Facebook to define what are the, you know, what are the things that I need to do in order to affect social selling on Facebook. So yeah, we're having a good time. I haven't been able to go through a full module yet because we've been having some really wonderful community rebuilds, I should say.
Yes.
We've had some community rebuilding, and I think that this is pretty typical of communities that have known each other for a while.
Right.
So, you know, you fall apart and then you get back together again. It's a very Humpty Dumpty, you know.
But I also wanted to share the hashtags, the yard and Quack Quack open mic, which I believe, is there a set schedule for the Quack Quack open mic that we tend to?
Well, it always starts off on Sunday after the town hall.
After the town hall.
Right.
Okay.
So anything after the town hall going forward, look for hashtag Quack Quack, on Facebook, and you'll actually see the 3, I think we've done 3 Quack Quacks. And it's only Tuesday, so so you can see that we are very all interested in pursuing the Quack Quack, you know.
Okay. We are at the 1 hour mark at the top of the hour. Did you want to leave any words of wisdom of past streams, or that we are multicasting to 3 locations, or any final thoughts at the end of this broadcast?
Well, yeah, I think that there is something to be said about multi-channel distribution and not not put too much pressure on yourself. I think it's okay to want to be all things in all places, but it doesn't have to be a perfect thing. And you can keep up with your chat and your people, but to push the technology, I think that's important for us to remain, limber, to push the technology as far as you can. Now, Restream, I am not a client of, so that's why I was so surprised that you would be using Restream.
I actually am not using Restream. I'm just only stating people's, kind of tendency to go into Restream. I'm using a different third-party service.
Well, so your final thought, what I'll do, I'm going to bow out, and you need to go over your final thoughts.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I absolutely, as I always say, there's greatness and goodness in all of us. And thank you very much, Alfredo, for inviting me onto the stress testing live stream, Reach One and Teach One. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Okay, so I'm gonna bow out. Thank you again, social selling guest, to coming in. So the final thoughts. I'm not using Restream to do the multicasting service. I'm using another third-party service. If you guys want to find out what it is, please reach out to me on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch if you see this, and just send me a direct message. Those are my channels that I go live on. As you can see, there's Mixer there as well. I haven't gone live in Mixer. But again, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and hopefully you guys be able to say hello and find out what my third-party app that I use for going live to other locations. In any case, thank you again for coming into the test here, for going live for YouTube and Facebook testing, and see you real soon. Later.